So I've been doing some thinking, and I think I've finally dialed in the perfect 3 EV setup that'll let me make all kinds of interesting adventure and overlanding content, something that's actually practical for daily driving and utility use, and most importantly, something that's actually feasible for the scope of this channel. The Rivian R2 is my serious overlanding build, the Slate Truck as a budget adventure rig and utility vehicle, and the Aptera as a daily driver and road trip vehicle. Now, I have been known to be a little overly optimistic at times, but with this setup, I think this is an actually feasible goal to be able to do the other half of what this channel is actually supposed to be all about, an EV overlanding channel. The other half of which is obviously all the electric rideable adventuring content that I do. Part of what this channel is all about is to show what EVs are capable of as adventure vehicles. And that all starts later this year with the Rivian R2. I'll be trading in my Tesla Model 3 for it. I was pretty late to the R2 reservation train, but I do plan on getting the launch edition, and I plan on actually doing a pretty serious overlanding build with it. Now, obviously, I am very new to overlanding, so it'll be a bit of a learning experience for me, so bear with me as I figure out what the heck I'm doing. I'm very much leaning in favor of a rooftop tent setup, so that leaves the interior open for gear storage and for daily use, since in the near term, this will be our only vehicle, and my wife will be using it a little bit more than I will be. I'll start off with some local trails, doing some simple overnighters, getting my feet wet with this whole overlanding thing, gradually ramping up into some longer and further reaching adventures, and I would absolutely love to tour around Canada and the USA with the fully kitted out R2. With the other half of my channel, all the electric rideable stuff, the R2 will actually serve as my support vehicle. With the Model 3, it's a little bit limited in what I can carry in the back of it, but the R2 will be able to have my e-bike in the back of it, even my electric trike will fit in there if I'm going to do a backpacking trip and I need to be picked up or dropped off at the start of trail. It's hard to peg down exactly when my turn in the queue will come up, but it's looking like my highest probability will probably be around September of this year. As for the Slate Truck, I really want to lean into the budget aspect of it and come up with a simple, low-cost overlanding setup. Minimal upgrades. I'm probably going to run it almost stock, like a simple ground tent, cheap bins for gear storage, stuff like that. I'm talking like I'm going to buy the bare bones base specs, smallest battery, no customization options. Well, there's a few exceptions. The first is if they offer an integrated solar solution, I would tick that checkbox in a heartbeat. And I've actually already done a video on why solar on the Slate makes so much sense. The other exception is if they offer a dual motor version. As of right now, they actually don't offer that, which is a bit of a letdown. As a rear-wheel drive only vehicle, it kind of limits it as an adventure vehicle, but I mean, I'm going to make it work one way or the other. And now that I think about it, a tonneau cover would probably be a wise idea, so I guess that's a total of 3 exceptions from stock. I really want to see what the Slate's capable of on long road trips and adventures, basically completely stock, small battery. Now, the Slate is the only vehicle of these 3 that I don't have an active reservation for, and that's simply because they don't have reservations open to Canadians. It's US only right now. But as soon as they open up to Canadians, I will be right on that. As for the Aptera, it's such a unique vehicle. A 3-wheel vehicle that can charge itself. I will definitely be leaning hard into the solar capability of it. Off-grid camping for a week to see how much the solar charges it back up, sleeping inside of it to see if the solar can offset the HVAC use, and of course, road tripping it across the country with my wife. And in fact, the Aptera is probably going to be her daily driver. I work from home, benefits of being a software developer by trade. It'll be interesting to see if the solar can offset her daily commute, even in winter. And yeah, since I'm in Canada, winter is obviously a huge consideration, and I'm really curious how the Aptera will fare in some of our worst parts of winter. For what I want to do with it long term, I have this picture in my head of the wheel pants removed at the start of trails, and I don't know if it'll be possible, but maybe some sort of off-road tire for it, and just give it this ridiculously off-road looking aggressive Aptera look. Obviously, the Aptera is not meant to be an off-road adventure vehicle, but I want to push it and see how far we can take it. I kind of want to try and do a solar-only road trip to see how far and how fast I could travel off of just the solar. I might cheat by having extra external solar running through a power station. I have no idea if or when my turn to take delivery will come up, but I do, of course, want the launch edition, 400 miles of range, and 700 watts of built-in solar. And they were showing off a cool tent. I really want that as soon as that becomes available. And I want to take a moment to kind of shill my Aptera referral link. It gives you $30 off their $100 fee for reserving one and put some credit towards mine. I'm really excited to finally start building out some cool adventure rigs over the next couple of years. I'm actually thinking about doubling up on my weekly videos because I have so much cool stuff that I really want to do. Of course, this is all predicated on all of these companies actually delivering to customers and delivering to Canadian customers. We'll see how things shake out. So, and yeah, let me know what you guys want to see done with all of these. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about electric vehicle adventuring, including smoking copious amounts of hopium about EV deliveries. So make sure you're subscribed if you're into that shit.